Hello, today I'm playing Dark Souls 3. This video is going to be informing you about Dark Souls 3, how it plays, kinda the aspects of the game, and what, really like how it, I pretty much just explain how it plays, informing you about the game, about the characters, about how you can play it, about tons of stuff about this game. You'll see once we continue on. So starting up here, I made my character a knight. I named him John. But there are other starting classes. There is starting classes like mercenary. There's thief. There's sorcerer. There's cleric. You can use all sorts of weapons. You can use spears. You can use dual blades. You can use katanas. You can use magic. Because like I said, there's a sorcerer. You can use miracles, things like that. There's tons of stuff in this game, and this is Dark Souls 3. Like I believe I said, this is Dark Souls 3. The reason why I chose Dark Souls 3 instead of Dark Souls 1 is because I feel like this Dark Souls 3. I feel like it's a lot easier to get into. A lot more people play it. It is probably the most active. Actually, no, I take it back. It is the most active of the series currently. And yeah. I'd just like to share some knowledge with people who haven't played the game. If I can get this to people who haven't played the game, which I am, that's good to hear. I want more people to get into this game because of how amazing it is. One of the best game series ever made. Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I love them. And sadly, Dark Souls 3 is the last game, story-wise. But if you just want to play through the game and you're like, but like I don't want to not play Dark Souls 1 and not get the story of that one, it's fine. It is absolutely fine. You do not have to play Dark Souls 1 to understand anything except for like, you don't, to play Dark Souls 3, there are certain things where it's like, oh, this links up with Dark Souls 1. But you don't have to play Dark Souls 1. You can just play Dark Souls 3 for fun. In fact, honestly, for like years, I didn't pay attention to the story at all. I just played it for fun. In fact, when I play Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, I mostly just play them for fun and not because of the story. But you can play them for the story if that is what you'd like. Now, I'd just like to say here, what I'm fighting right now is a giant crystal lizard. These guys are a bit tough for new players, but I make it seem a little bit easy because I've played through this game many times. I've fought this enemy right here many times. In fact, on one of my characters, this game did come out in 2016, but still, on only one of my characters, I have over 500 hours. On only one of my characters. Like, this right here is one of my characters that I just made. On my main one, I have over 500 hours. It's insane. I love this game very much. I love this game very, very much. I love all the Dark Souls games. So yeah, that enemy is a bit tough for new players. So if you are seeing this video and you think, I want to get this game, I would not recommend going to fight that enemy over and over and over again unless you really feel like you can do it or you just really want to do it. But if you just kind of don't want to fight something really hard like him super early, you can come back to him later. So moving up here, we're going to see a bonfire. Now, bonfires are like the staple of this game, dude. Like, when you think of Dark Souls, most of the time, if you play Dark Souls, a lot of the time you'll think, bonfires, characters, enemies, fighting, you know. But bonfires are a big part of Dark Souls, like in all of the games, all of the Dark Souls games. Bonfires are everywhere, and what they are is basically little resting zones to gain health back, gain mana back, gain like the stuff you used to heal back, all stuff like that. Now, so yeah, bonfires are very important. Now moving up here, we got my friend Iudex Gundyr here. This is the very first boss of the game. Yeah, I know, right? 4 minutes in, I'm already at a boss. But don't worry. I mean, I'm gonna make him seem very, very easy because, like I said before, I've played through this game many, many, many times. I'm a Dark Souls veteran. Like I said, I've been playing since I was in 5th grade. I've been playing Dark Souls 1 since I was in 5th grade, and now I'm a senior in high school. It's crazy how time flies. But I've always enjoyed these games ever since I started playing them. Now, so yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna make it seem a bit easy because, like, I've fought this boss probably over 50 times since 2016, to the point where, like, I don't lose to him anymore. He's a very easy boss once you, like, get to know the game and get to know how this boss works. But yeah, he is the first boss, and when you're new to the game, he's a little bit difficult. I'm not gonna lie. My first time playing Dark Souls 3, I died a few times to him. I won't lie. Even the veterans have a little bit tough sometimes. Although I wouldn't call myself so much of a veteran back then because this game came out in 2016. But anyways, like to continue on. I'm going to go down on this cliffside real quick to attack some enemies, but I don't really have to. They are completely optional. Yeah, today I'm just informing you about how this game plays. I'm showing you how the game plays. I'll be quiet here in a bit just to let you see how it plays, without me commentating over it. But before I do that, we got some important stuff going on here. I'm gonna run up here. And you might be wondering what this is. Well, this is the main, like, hub of... I guess you could call it a hub. It's like a little hub of where you return... If bonfires were your small safe spaces, Firelink Shrine is your big safe place. This is the Firekeeper. She levels you up. She heals something called the Dark Sigil much later in the game. I won't get into that though. She does a lot of stuff for you. Then we have the Shrine Handmaiden, which sells you stuff. She sells you tons of stuff later in the game. Like once you pretty much get to the end of the game, she will Yep. She will sell you tons of stuff. And now we have Andre the Blacksmith. Andre was in Dark Souls 1, and it was awesome to see him in this game too. He's a very nice guy, but don't hit him, or else he won't make you anything. He won't help you along your journey. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the first area. The High Wall of Lothric. Here we are. Lothric. The High Wall of Lothric. Look at that beautiful sun. There are some parts in this game that are absolutely beautiful. This is just one, and this isn't even the highlight. Okay, so now after all of that, probably gonna cut that out of the video, but still. Alright, so I'm resting at the bonfire here. But what's this little white sign on the ground here? Well, I'll be happy to inform you that there is multiplayer in this game. You can play with friends. And you can play with more than one friend at a time. You can play with up to 3 other friends. But I only have my good friend Albert right now, but that's fine. That's completely fine. You can still play the game without. You can play the whole game without summoning anyone. I mean, people play the game. People play this game without even taking any hits. You can do tons of stuff without people, but so it's okay that I only have one friend for now. Nothing bad about it. I'm just happy I got someone so I can show you guys. This is my good friend Albert. Let's go. This is my good friend Albert. He's gonna help me play through the game here. He's gonna help me show you what the first area is like. Hey Albert, let's go. So me and my boy Albert are gonna get a little bit of trouble here. So this guy should have died, but he didn't, and he transformed into a big monster, and now we gotta run away. But sadly, my friend Albert died while trying to fight back the monster for me, trying to keep me alive. Poor Albert. And what that means is that Albert will not be in my world anymore. He will not be able to help me anymore until I summon him again. But I'm not going to summon him again right now. I'm going to go through some of the area first, and then I'm going to open a shortcut and back to the first bonfire that you saw in this area, and then I'm going to summon him again. And he's going to help me with the first boss, or sorry, the second boss rather. I just like, and while I have the time, while I am talking here, I just like to say, there are 19 bosses in Dark Souls 3 alone. Isn't that crazy? And they get harder. Each one gets harder and harder and harder. But it's fun. It's very fun. And and this game is very fun to play alone. It's a very fun game in general. But if you got friends to play with, I highly recommend you guys party up and play this game together, because playing with friends makes it such a blast. I very much love playing through this game with my friends. Sometimes I'll just sit here and play this game alone if I really want to, you know, but the most enjoyment that comes out of this game for me, personally, is playing with my friends, and it's a lot of fun. So, gotta kill this dog real quick. Sorry, little puppy. But, had to do that so I can rush on the bonfire. And as you can see, right there on the ground again, my boy Albert. So we're gonna summon him, and then I'm gonna go to the boss. Well, actually, we got a little bit to do before going to the boss. But, I'm gonna keep talking to you for a little while. There are tons and tons of NPCs in this game. Like, I already showed you a few. I showed you the Firekeeper, I showed you the Shrine Handmaiden, and I showed you the Blacksmith. But I'm just going to give you a list. I might forget a few, but I'm just going to give you a list of a few of the ones that I can remember off the top of my head right now. So there is the Firekeeper. There is Andre the Blacksmith. There's the Shrine Handmaiden. There's a guy on this throne. I forget what his name is, but there's a guy on this throne. There is Greirat. There is Cornyx. There is Henri and Horus. Let's see what else is there. Hawkwood. I forget what his name is, but there's another one. There's Carla. There's Orbeck, and I believe there's a few more. And there's very cool. And all of them have their little backstories that are really cool. Yeah. So moving on here.
I am Emma. Allow you they have to the head for this it if you then an unkindled one. Head to the go but the
So now me and my friend Albert are moving along here. And just what could this be? Look at this big open room. What could this be? I wonder. I guess we'll find out. Now, this is Vort of the Boreal Valley. He's the first, like, real boss, you know. I mean, Iridex Gundyr, the boss at the beginning, he's a boss, obviously, but this is a real boss, you know. He's a dog in armor with a big mace. It's pretty cool, but yeah. And these bosses, as you can see, have very big health pools. And Vort is a pretty easy boss. Once you get later, you'll notice how much easier he is than other bosses. But this is just gonna. I don't want to show you the later bosses because I don't want to spoil them for you. I'm just gonna show you more at the beginning of the game. This is the very first area. So I just want to show it to you. I just want you to kind of get some information about it. There are tons of more bosses, like I said before, 19 whole bosses. This is only the second one. And they, like I said, I'm not going to show them to you because my purpose of making this video is to just kind of inform you what the game is like. And you can make your decision to buy it off of it if you want or not. I don't want to spoil too much of the game for you. I just want you to see kind of what it's like, you know? Yeah, Albert, we did it! We did it, Albert! Oh, yeah! Bye-bye, Albert! See ya! Okay, so here we are on my main character. I'm just gonna show you. These are all the areas in the game. Look at all this. All of this. Tons of it. Tons and tons of levels. I mean, I kind of cycled through them again, second time, but still. It's a lot. Now I'm gonna show you some armor. There's tons of armor. I'm gonna show you different armor set. This is the Farum set that I'm showing you, except I don't know where the gloves are, so. But this is most of the Farum set, you know. It's pretty cool. But just look at all this. There's tons of weapons. Tons of weapons, dude. Spears, halberds, axes, great axes, swords, great swords, katanas, dual blades, tons of rings that all have special effects, tons of armor, like I was saying before. Look at all this. Look at all this. Look at all the helmets. There's tons of different styles. You can make your outfit look super cool. You can make your character look awesome, dude. Tons of shields, like I said, tons of weapons. There's the items in this game. Keys. These are all the spells that I have. I don't have every single spell in the game on this character, but those are a lot of them. And they're all pretty good. I'm gonna go back to my main armor set though. I like this style a lot. What I wear is the Fire Witch set. I think it looks pretty awesome. Moving along here. I'm gonna show you. So not only is there playing this game with friends, but you can also get invaded. You can get invaded by other people, like other humans, and they can kill you in your world. It's awesome. But I'm gonna take you to this little place way later in the game. That is a very, very popular spot for PvP, for player versus player combat. And I'm gonna place a little red sign down, which allows people to summon me for fights. So you can either invade other people and fight them, or you can put your red sign down and get summoned to fight. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I want to explain here, and like I was saying earlier, this game has some beautiful sights. This is one of them. I didn't think when I was recording, I didn't think about to look up at it, but you can kind of just see it in the background, mountains and stuff. Real beautiful stuff, man. I got my password on 82. I'm gonna take that off so I can see other signs. But I'm not happening to see other signs here. So instead of trying to summon other people, I'm just gonna put my red sign down to get summoned myself. Now, while I'm walking around here, I'm just gonna kind of sit here and wait. Sadly, I really wish that I thought of this while I was recording. I don't think I angled my camera to look up so you can see how beautiful it is. But you might see later on, actually, so we'll see. But yeah, this area is pretty beautiful too. Like I said, tons of areas in this game are very, very, I wouldn't say pretty, but beautiful. Like, awesome to look at. Alright, so there we go. My sign, I'm getting summoned to someone else's world right now. Alright, so here I am in their world. Gonna move. Oh yeah, you can kind of see the mountains now. You can kind of see in the mountains now how pretty they are, dude. Look at how pretty. I don't think I'll ever get over how like pretty beautiful they made this game. I'm gonna put this ring on to make myself look like a normal human and not have the red. There we go. Yeah. So we're gonna start some PvP here with this guy. Now you might be thinking, why aren't you guys attacking each other? It's because it's hard to explain at times, but this game, the PvP going against other players, it's a lot more difficult than you think at times. You gotta know what you're doing. You can't just go in, you know, guns blazing, swinging everywhere. If you do that, you're gonna get punished. There's tons of different types of being able to punish people. If you swing too much, you can get punished by being parried and then being, you know, stabbed, and that does tons of damage. I think that's like the most damage you can do with one attack in Dark Souls is parrying and then riposting. It does some crazy damage. But yeah, so you can't just go in guns blazing. You can't go in being stupid thinking, I'm just going to keep swinging. You know, it takes a lot more than just that. Well, sometimes you might catch a noob. You might catch someone who's really new to the game, like doing something stupid, and you might be able to just pull off spamming R1, spamming your light attacks. But, yeah. So you don't always just want to run in and attack immediately. You kind of want to try and get in your opponent's mind. Now there's a little bit of lag in this fight, but that's alright. It's alright. So that was my first enemy. Now I'm taking on this guy. So yeah, this guy has a great axe. He has a great axe and a katana, I believe, which does a lot of damage, as you can see right there. But don't worry, I can come up close and do some big heavy hits, or I can stay a little bit at range with some of my attacks. As you saw, I shoot a little laser beam here. Yeah, so you can play with your friends, you can fight invaders with your friends, you can be the invader and fight other people. It's awesome, dude. There's tons of different stuff in this game, dude. I love it. I love this game very much. I always will. So we're getting close to the end of this fight. But it's alright. It's alright. Oh, and I got the trade-off. So what that was, the reason you might be like, what, you got hit? You shouldn't have been able to hit him. Well, it's because I have, there's something in Dark Souls called poise, which kind of, the more poise you have, the more you can take without getting stunned. Although there are some moves that, like, you will get stunned no matter what. Alright, so we're gonna wait for this guy, because he's not ready.